Welcome to Confession Podcast. Today we have Emily with us. She's 25 and she's ready to share a story she's been carrying inside for over a year.
I don't know why I'm here. Maybe because I can't keep this inside anymore. Jake and I got married 3 years ago. He was always my rock. We met in college, and everything seemed perfect. At least, it was until last year. A year ago, he started staying late at work. Constantly. He'd come home at 9, 10 at night. Said he was taking extra shifts, that we needed the money. Then came the weekend work. You know, when your husband suddenly starts working Saturdays at an office where nobody works Saturdays? Yeah, I suspected, every day. Every night when I lay alone in bed. For months, I was turning into a paranoid mess. I'd check his phone when he slept. Made up excuses to drop by his office. Found nothing, but that didn't calm me down. I thought he was just good at hiding it. The last straw was a February evening. Valentine's Day. He was late from work again. Sent me a text. Sorry, honey. Urgent project. On Valentine's Day. I sat at home with dinner for 2 getting cold, and I couldn't take it anymore. I called Mark. My ex from college. We hadn't talked in 2 years, but I knew he was still in town. Knew he'd answer. My goal was revenge. Pure, stupid revenge. I thought, God, this sounds so stupid now. I thought if I slept with someone else, I could calm down. That it would somehow make us even. That I could forgive Jake because we'd be square. Mark came over in half an hour. I hadn't even changed, was in my home clothes, tear-stained, angry. He immediately understood what state I was in. We talked for an hour, maybe more. He tried to calm me down. Said I wasn't myself. That I should wait. But I insisted. I was so angry. So hurt. I wanted to cause pain. Even if no one would feel that pain except me. And it happened. In our bedroom. On our bed. Where I waited every night for my husband who was supposedly cheating on me. It was awful. Not physically. Things were always good between Mark and me. But morally, every second I thought about Jake, about doing something irreversible, but I couldn't stop. The pain and anger were stronger than common sense.
How did you feel afterward?
Emptiness. Complete emptiness. Mark left, and I was alone in that bed that suddenly felt foreign. I took a shower, changed the sheets, but the feeling of betrayal wouldn't wash away. I had betrayed not just my husband. I had betrayed myself. Jake came home at 11:30. Brought flowers and apologized for being late. Said there really was an important deadline. And I sat on the couch smiling at him like nothing had happened. Inside, everything was burning with shame. The next weeks were a nightmare. I tried to act normal, but constantly caught myself studying his face, looking for signs of guilt. But he was the same as always. Kind, loving, caring, the only thing that changed. He started staying late even more often, and my paranoia intensified. Then, in March, he came home with a huge smile and an envelope in his hands. Said, "Honey, I have a surprise for you." I thought he'd finally confess to cheating or ask for a divorce. But he pulled out documents and put them on the table in front of me. It was a house purchase agreement. Our first house. The house I'd dreamed of since childhood. 2-story. With a white fence and a garden. The down payment, $50,000. Money he'd been saving all year, working overtime. I remember my knees giving out. Jake was saying something about how he wanted to surprise me, how he'd been planning all these months, how he took extra shifts and weekends, and I sat there, realizing I had destroyed the most precious thing I had because of my own suspicions. He never cheated on me. He was saving money for our dreams, working like crazy to make me happy. And I I slept with another man in our own bedroom. We bought that house. We've been living in it for 8 months now. Jake is happy. He thinks he made my dream come true. And in some way, he did. But every day when I wake up in our new bedroom, I remember that night. Every time he tells me he loves me, I feel something inside me dying. I can't tell him. It would destroy him, destroy us, destroy everything he worked so hard for. But I can't keep silent anymore either. That's why I'm here, telling strangers what I can never tell the most precious person in my life.
Emily, thank you for your honesty. What would you like to say to those listening?
Trust. Just trust. Don't let suspicions destroy what's truly precious. Because sometimes the truth turns out to be completely different from what we thought. And mistakes stay with us forever.